everyone, welcome back. So when I was a teenager, as I'm sure most, I could not wait to get my own car. I had worked for 2 years straight, saving literally every penny that I made so I could buy my own car and be what I thought would be free. I had asked my uncle if he would take me car shopping because no one else seemed very excited for me to own a vehicle. So we had made plans to go one Sunday afternoon and look at cars. Well, we're driving and we pass car lot after car lot and no stopping, no braking, no slowing down. Pretty soon we are driving back roads across town. I didn't even know where we were at this point. And he pulls up into this driveway of this house. I didn't know where we were. I didn't know why we were there. And I thought, well, surely he's just picking something up. Hopefully it'll only be a minute because I want to go look at cars. So the garage door begins to open, and standing there is an older grandpa man standing between two automobiles. On the left was a white Cadillac, and on the right was a red Cadillac. So my uncle gets out of the car and starts heading towards the garage. Before he reaches it, he turns around and yells to me, "Come here." So I'm like, oh no, now what are we doing? Why are we here? So he begins to meticulously go over every detail of not just one, but both of these cars. He's looking at the engine, he's looking at the tires, he sits in the driver's seat, then the passenger seat. He even got into the back seat of both cars. He's looking in the trunk, every detail with a fine-tooth comb. And finally, after what seemed like hours, he looked to the man and said, "I'll think about it," and turned and walked away. Well, I quickly joined him and I said, "Can we go look at cars now?" He said, "That's what we're doing." So we go back out on the road and we pass the Ford dealership and my heart just sank. Then we passed the Chevy dealership and it dropped even further. And then he pulls in to a used car lot, not just any used car lot, but a classic car used car lot. He gets out and he's wandering around, and by this time I'm so discouraged because I want a Mustang. I want a hatchback with a standard transmission so I can drive and shift gears. That was my vision for me. So he called me over, he was looking at a car and he said, "Come here, I want you to look at this." I wander over there and he's looking at a classic Thunderbird. He thought that was the coolest thing and he just liked that so much. And then he took me over to look at another Cadillac. And I said, who are we looking for cars for? This isn't what I want. I want a Mustang. Can't we go look at the Fords? And he said, well, now it's too late. The car dealership is getting ready to close, so we'll have to do it another time. See, the problem was he had a vision for what he thought I should have for myself, for my life. But it wasn't my vision. My vision for my life was completely different than the vision that he had for me. So I think sometimes when we don't have a clear vision, what we want for our own life or what we have in mind for our own life, that others will give us the vision that they have for us The problem is, it's their vision for our lives. It's not ours. So we need to have a clear vision so we know where we're going and which direction we should be heading. So if you're not sure what your vision is, then I just want to encourage you to ask God. Pray and ask Him. And then thank Him for giving you that vision. Then get quiet and listen for His voice, because He will speak to you. He will. And when He does, write it down and then begin speaking that vision over yourself. Speak those words. Let it be your mantra. Don't worry about what anybody else says or thinks. It's your vision, and speak it over yourself. You know, God spoke the whole entire world into existence. In Genesis, He literally spoke creation into being. Which leads us to our scripture of the day, which is Genesis 1:3-5, and it says, God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and He separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. God had a vision, and He literally spoke it into existence. So I want to encourage you today to speak your vision into existence. I am standing in faith with you and believing for you that your vision, it will happen. So I hope you have a very blessed day, and if this was an encouragement to you, please be sure and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and remember, today's a new day, and I'll see you next time.